Everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 Hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant-based diet going for yourselves today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and to get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically. Set attention to your mind and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to great days. So this evening I'm going to talk on a state of consciousness which is called Turiya, and I'm going to explain what this is, and also I'm going to get into the soul, okay, and go in from here. So there is a certain state of consciousness that has been seen to come with enlightenment, right? And this comes around the same time you are becoming enlightened, or you become enlightened, or you are becoming enlightened. This can come before or even after, right? But it's a certain dimension of consciousness, I want to say, or maybe even a certain state of mind, and it's called Turiya, right? You can do your research as well if you're interested in it, and you spell it Turiya. So it's a certain state of consciousness or dimension or state of mind, right? And it's all about being able to you are aware of your soul, okay, the eternal and immortal aspect of your being, okay. You are able to come into awareness of it, right? And this is why it comes with enlightenment. So before you're able to come into Turiya, you have to understand that you got to expand your awareness, right? You have to expand your awareness. This is the only way to be able to achieve Turiya, okay? Or even come into enlightenment. You need to expand your awareness, right? Very, very important for one's personal growth in his or her lifetimes, okay? Now, you first need to become aware of the more, I want to say, the more dense dimensions of your being, right? And there's three different dimensions that you want to come to be aware of all the time, okay, or in totality, which is going to be actions first. Your physical actions you need to become completely aware of. You need to bring them into consciousness, right? And you need to expand that. Then you need to come into consciousness of your feelings, okay, your emotions. Then you need to expand upon this dimension as well. And then lastly, you need to be able to become aware of your thought, okay? And it's these three that you must become aware of, right? Bring these into consciousness and watch them, right? Just watch them all the time, as much as you can, okay? And this is gonna have great benefits on your system, because it allows you to go up in a few levels, actually, because believe it or not, people don't actually watch their physical actions all the time, or their thoughts, or their emotions. A lot of people don't actually even know that they have emotions, right? Because they're not taught about their emotions anymore. And people don't really watch their thought process all the time either. you know, and a lot of people don't really care what they're doing. So, and I'm not somebody to say like, well, I've watched mine, you know, all three dimensions, only because I meditate and I do yoga. So I am able to become aware of these to a more deeper extent, but don't worry or don't stress if you are somebody who doesn't do this at all on any of the levels, because it can be changed very, very simply, right? Just by coming into awareness. Now, once you are able to come into awareness of the three and watch them, then you're going to be able to achieve a fourth state, which is going to be of the soul. Okay, and once you start becoming conscious of the soul, then everything changes. Okay, or it's a very dramatic change because you are shifting your consciousness from three different flows to one that you haven't, that most people won't really touch upon, you know, which is also the aspect of our being that is immortal and eternal and is closer to God. Okay, so as you come to connect with as you come into Turiya, which is awareness of the soul, then you're going to be very much closer to God, and you're going to be also closer with, I want to say, your higher self. Okay? But you can only achieve Turiya through watching yourself on these three different levels, for the most simple way of explaining it, which is the actions. You want to watch your physical actions, you want to watch your thought process, and you want to watch your emotions. Okay? They all go against each other a lot of the time. Maybe sometimes they're going to come into alignment with each other, you know, but you got to be able to watch them. Okay, and once you reach a certain level of awareness through watching these three, you are then able to start becoming more aware of the soul. Okay, and this also is synonymous with enlightenment, right? Because you come into that eternal aspect of yourself, okay, which is the soul, and you could connect with spirit even more, and you could connect with source, okay, as you start to become more aware of the soul. Once again, you got to watch your system, your being, on these three different levels: actions, thought, and emotion. And if you can do that and expand consciousness in these three dimensions, then inevitably you're going to be opening up consciousness of the soul. Okay, and this is once again synonymous with enlightenment. Or it can come as you're having, or as you're coming into enlightenment, you can start naturally understanding that you're becoming aware of the soul. You know, you may not even have to practice becoming aware of the three. It may just be happening naturally for you. You know, and you probably never even gotten told that you need to, that these are the three dimensions that you got to be aware of to come into being aware of the soul, right? So that's Turiya, okay? And this is pretty much a Hindu philosophy, okay? And it's non-dualistic as well. So it allows you to dissolve away identities, okay, which is also pretty much enlightenment. So very, very beneficial for you to know. Once again, you can do your own research on Turiya, Turiya, and come to understand it for yourself. But that's pretty much all I had to say for tonight. So I do thank everybody for watching. Peace out. One love, and have a great evening.